Now let's do a quick scan to see if there's anything else that we want to pull out into a variable at this point. As I look through this title, I feel like most of what I'm seeing here is unique to this particular title. Now, something that I'm noticing right here in this letter spacing is that we're using a pixel value. So even though this has nothing to do with what we're doing right now, the scanning process is allowing me to see that there are some improvements that we can make to our styles. So what I'm seeing here is that by using an absolute value for letter spacing, and that's the amount of space between each letter, it means that if we change the font size, we'll also have to change the letter size. So it makes sense to use a relative value like we talked about before. So what I'm going to do here is add a to-do, and we'll come back to it a little bit later. So the way that we can mark a to-do is by using a comment. So Sass allows us to do a // and then adding to-do, TODO in capital letters, a colon, and then a description of what you want to do. In this case, it's make it relative. So if there's something that you see that might take a little bit of time to figure out, but you're in the middle of something else that you don't want to lose the thread of, using to-dos can be helpful. Depending on what editor you use to edit your code, you may have a tool that aggregates all of these to-dos together so you can come back and work on them when you have time. So for example, at the bottom of my editor here, I can click on this to-do and it shows me I found one to-do item here. And so this will aggregate all of my to-dos, and I can double click on this to jump to that part of the file. So we'll come back to this later. I'm going to hide this to-do list.